How's it going, everybody? Mancave Dave here with I think this is part 4 now of my Christmas vacation pickup video. So this is some more stuff that I got over Christmas, hanging out with my family and my wife's family. So I wanted to take you through all this and show you what I got. So first over here, we have 3 stacks of Super Nintendo games. This was actually something I had sent to me off Craigslist. It was somebody had posted, they had a bunch of Super Nintendo games. And I contacted the person and we were talking, and it turns out that they had posted in the wrong state, which has actually happened a couple of times. I think a couple weeks ago I talked to a nice lady in Alabama. But anyway, we were talking, and I was like, well, let me know what you have. And he told me what he had and what he wanted for him. And I was like, well, I will pay for shipping if you're willing to send them my way. And he was, and so it was one of those things where I had to kind of go on faith that if I sent him cash, that he and his wife would send me the game. So I did, and luckily it worked out for the best. So here's what we got. We have for Super Nintendo, and I should say all of these, they have a little bit of wear on them, some of them a little bit of dirt, but it's kind of in line for the age. So I got Monopoly, NBA Live 95, Super Mario World, Scooby-Doo Mystery, Champions, World Class Soccer. I don't think I had that one. Super Castlevania 4, which is a great game to pick up another copy of. And Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. And we have Frogger, Super Mario All-Stars, and Super Mario World. Actually just got rid of my 3rd copy of this, so this will replenish my stock. Mortal Kombat, Batman Forever. What an awful movie. Super Off-Road, the Baja. This one's a little bit rougher shape, but oh well. And Super Mario All-Stars. Then we've got 2 copies of Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. This one's a little bit rougher, but still plays fine. Super Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Super WrestleMania. Jungle Strike. And the big one, Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars, which I actually have this game boxed over here in my collection from one of my previous videos. I showed you all that, but found another copy, so have to clean it up. You can see it's got a little dirt on it, but the back's got some writing on it. Sometimes what I'll do with these is if I have a bunch of games, I'll take a look at what the little number is stamped up here. Like this one looks like it's 08 or 00. And I'll find another game that has that and switch them out. That way it's still the same manufacturing plant, but clean it up a bit. So anyway, all of that, the guy wanted, I think, $3 a game. So it's just under $60, $57. With shipping, I figured it'd all fit in a flat rate box, for another 10 or 12. So I offered him 80, just for the extra hassle of sending them out, and he accepted. So definitely a really good deal for $80 with that. Next, stopped back up in the Record Rack in Escanaba on my way out of town, and I know this game is supposed to be terrible, but I went ahead and picked it up. So Superman for the N64. And then even though these were $15 a piece, I picked them up because they're going for $25 or $30 in some places now. So 2 copies of Mario Kart 64, and these are great to bundle with systems when I'm looking to trade or if I need to sell some systems to make back some money. I can add this to a system that I paid $20 for and sell it for $60. And so maybe I've paid $35 into it, but still sell it for $60 to make back some of the money to go towards the rest of the stuff. So 2 copies of that. I was excited about this Blackthorn, which is a little bit more uncommon Super Nintendo game. So pick that up for $14.99. And then a copy of Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. Next I got 2 different Atari 2600 lots. This is the first one. I was excited about this Commando for the Atari 2600, which I'm not sure if this is similar to the Commando for the Nintendo, but I'm excited to check it out. We've got California Games for the 2600, Skateboarding, Summer Games, and, Kangaroo. Next, we have a bunch of movies and a few games that I picked up back in my hometown. Columns, my dad got me this in with the other Game Gear games, one of my previous videos. And then we've got, these were all at a store that I bought some other video games at. So we got King of the Zombies, which I'd never seen. It's an old movie. Slayer with Casper Van Dien, loads of blood, and a much appreciated new spin on vampire mythology. How can you go wrong with that? Van Damme triple pack with Kickboxer, Replicant, and Universal Soldier. Clive Barker's Hackle's Tale. Hot Tub Time Machine. This movie is so wrong, but it is one of the few movies in recent years that has made me laugh out loud. This and, what was it? The Hangover. So, I had to pick this up. Then some video games. From some of my previous videos, you saw that I have Dark Cloud 2. This is the greatest hits version of Dark Cloud, but I figured I'd pick it up, so I have 1 and 2 together. It's not worth nearly as much as Dark Cloud 2, but I think all of these I paid, I think they were like $3 a piece, maybe. We got, I'm not sure how you say this, Okage, Shadow King, and TG2, Immortal Warriors. So again, all these I picked up at a little resale shop for just $2 or $3 a piece. Last thing we have is this big pile of awesomeness here. Saw a Craigslist ad that was going to be on my way home, and so I paid $75 for all of this. So we have a working Atari Junior 2600. This is actually the first video game system that I had as a kid. Remember my mom and dad bought it for us kids with Space Invaders and Missile Command, and so I spent a lot of time playing this. But it comes with one Atari controller and then one Point Master third-party controller. Has the AC adapter and the little computer box there. Loose games, we got Robot Tank. I mean, it's nothing too special in here. Video Pinball, Midnight Magic, Reactor. I like the artwork on this one. It's just it screams early 80s to me and just very visually appealing. Dragonfire, kind of rough. Real Sports Baseball, Skydiver, Venture, which I had on the ColecoVision, but I don't think I had for Atari 2600. Enduro, Sears game, Telegames, Target Fun, Combat, Pole Position, Video Olympics, and another Telegame, Circus. And then we also have up here by Data East, Lock and Chase, Grand Prix, Slot Racers, Sword Quest Earthworld, Street Racer, Bowling, Cubert, Dodgem, Jungle Hunt, Superman. I had the Superman with the artwork on it, so this one's not quite as cool looking, but alright. Pretty rough copy of Pac-Man. Another copy of Kangaroo, Dig Dug, Asteroids, Missile Command, and of course, Donkey Kong. Can't go wrong with Donkey Kong. The other thing in here that I was really excited about and one of two reasons why I really wanted to get this was it came with this stack of boxed games. And so, first off, we have Donkey Kong Instructions, Asteroids, and then the games. We got Crystal Castles. This game was $5.99. Looks like it was on clearance for $4.99. Another copy of Kangaroo. Joust. Air Sea Battle. Ice Hockey. Midnight Magic. Ooh, this one was $12.99. I remember these games with the maroon. I think they came out later in the lifespan of the Atari 2600. Yeah, 1987, so the system was definitely on its way out by then. A lot of them were reissues of games that came out. I remember buying Yar's Revenge with the maroon around it. Centipede, classic game here. Galaxian. A lot of these have the plastic still on them, even though they've been opened. Hadn't heard of this one. Tax Scan by Sega. That totally looks like a ripoff of Star Destroyer. Just saying. But, Home Run. Berserk. Box is in real good shape there. Jungle Hunt. Miss Pac-Man. Solaris, Space Invaders, Pole Position, Moon Patrol. I actually remember buying this at a Meyer Thrifty Acres when I was a kid. And again, it was when Nintendo had come out, so these games were all on clearance. But this was one of my favorite games as a kid. You're in this little Jeep thing, jumping over stuff, shooting rocks and aliens. It was a good game. And then, lastly, Mario Brothers in the box, which is a good addition to my collection. I was excited to find this one. While I was excited about the box games, this here is what I was very excited about. It's a box set of remote control wireless joysticks. A lot of times you'll see folks, like I know the Angry Video Game Nerd has these when he plays the Atari 2600, but it has all the styrofoam. It even has the silica packet in it, so everything is there. So that's pretty cool to see. And yes, of course, this little tub. It's kind of nice sometimes. People have their tubs of games, and they're like, oh, I'll just take the tub with you. And so you can never have too many storage tubs. So I paid $75 for that lot. Definitely worth it, especially with the boxed wireless controllers there. That's worth probably $50 on its own. Yeah, so that is part 4. A little blurry here. Part 4 of the video game pickups. And I think the only thing that I have left to show you all is this very big score of Nintendo items, which will be my next video, my last video for this set here. So anyway, from here in Wisconsin, this is Mancave Dave, and I will see you all at the next sale. Take care.